Hi Dad. What are you doing?
This is a drawing which I'm doing of, it's actually quite a sad drawing. So it goes back to that.
But this is quite a sad
hypothesis.
story. But at the back, as I can see, is something very joyous.
Yes, of course. I mean,
What is so?
life is all that.
How do you manage all this joy and gaiety, and also the sorrow that is happening of all the migration and all this, the problem that the world is facing actually at this point of time?
Yeah.
So doesn't
yes.
I mean, how do you manage to,
Well,
come to grips with both
point
at
is
the same time?
one shouldn't forget that life can be joyous, and particularly when people are young. Then, I was reminded of Byron's line on this thing. He says, "Speak not to me of the names great in glory. The days of our youth are the days of our glory. The bird, myrtle and ivy of sweet 2 and 20 is worth all your laurels, though ever so plenty." So that's it, you see. So they're having a nice dance, nice colors, and the painting had to be in these colors, which incidentally, I tend to not minimize color, but I play it not on the high key, as this painting there's a lot of element of the high key which I try to control through other methods in this picture too, compositionally and so forth. So anyway, so that's it. I mean, you have, when I'm doing this series, and you can't leave youth out of it all the time. So there it is. And this is the youthful painting, which I must have.
And what is this painting at the back? Is this in some way related to the series of migrations or anything like that?
Well, I mean, it's always...
Could be to some extent.
It is. I've been through one migration myself. So I'm not new to migrations. But, I mean, they were of a different character altogether. Yes, migration, even when people are migrating, they do get together, tired as they are, and so on, and they talk to each other. And the obvious place for that in this country, the dhaba, particularly in the Punjab, the dhaba is a very central, like a club. People from all walks of life come and meet there and talk and chat and so forth. So you can't get away. I think you can't, if you're painting India and the Indian ethos at any level, you cannot avoid this kind of mixture which happens. And it happens. It has lasted a long time, and I think it will continue, whatever the game is at the end. The first picture, of course, is of the, not renunciation, but at the end of life. I mean, it's the spiritual achievement of a man, of a soul, and that's what it can be. He becomes a part of nature, in fact, which he is a part of nature, but he goes back to that. Whilst he's still alive, we all go back anyway. But the great thing is to manage that you come through the realization that you are a part of all of this as well. And whatever we say with the migrations now or not, that is exactly as Sadhguru said the other day on the thing. He says there's been an exhaustion of our resources, of the total resources of the human beings,
of the world per se.
Of the world.
Yeah.
That's why that's the way of looking at it, which is true. I mean, which is actual. People are still. Can you imagine when there are things like that? People are still thinking of what benefit they can get out from various things, And benefit in this case really means that you're taking a benefit out of somebody else. I mean, your benefit is somebody's loss. And that's not really good. I mean, that's not really humanitarian. And so we're paying the price in a sense.
So on another note, has this business of having to stay at home, has it impacted your life to some extent?
Yeah.
Is there any great big difference or change that has happened in your life?
Well, it may have. If this had happened in my younger days, it may have happened. But as it is, I'm painting away, and for me, the whole day goes more or less in my work, and I enjoy that. And I think I shouldn't be denied that, and I'm not being denied that. I like it. I'd like to spend the day in my studio. I'm not alone in my studio, you see, that's the one thing. There's all my friends on the walls of this and so there are all sorts of people, all my friends are there. My wife is there too, when she was a much younger lady. There's Hussein on the left, looking down.